In this session, we'll look to the key ITTOs for the scope management plan. And we'll explore each of these inputs as summarized in front of you here, including the key inputs for planning the scope management or scope management plan, including the project charter and project management plan, enterprise environmental factors or EEFs, and OPAs, and the key tools and techniques that is used at this process of scope management plan or defining the scope management plan, including the expert judgment, data analysis, and the meetings. The output out of this process is a scope management plan, also the requirements management plan. So this session will dive into these ITTOs specific to the scope management plan, highlighting how these components work together to define and manage the project scope effectively. To start with the inputs to the scope management plan, the key inputs here including the project charter and the OPAs and the enterprise environmental factors. So the project charter outlines the initial scope and objectives, serving as the foundation of the project. OPAs provides the organizational knowledge such as the templates and policies, while EFS or EFFs represents the factors like the market condition and organizational culture that impact the scope planning. What is the role of project charter when planning the scope management plan or defining the scope management plan? So the project charter provides high-level requirements and establishes the initial stakeholder expectation. It ensures that the project management plan is aligned with the overall project objectives. Next, let's talk about the OPAs or the organizational process assets. So the OPAs are invaluable for scope management planning as they offer historical insights, also lessons learned and standard templates. And these resources promote the consistency and efficiency in scope management. EFFs. So EFFs encompasses the external and internal factors such as the market trends or technology standards and organizational culture. And these elements influence how the scope is defined and managed. Let's not forget as also the key inputs here. Uh, we started with the project charter, also the project management plan, which includes, let's say, the high level detail of the project timeline, scope, where it was defined on defining the project management plan. Now let's have more in-depth session about or slide about tools for scope management plan creation. So tools like expert judgment, which leverages the insight of experienced individuals. Also, data analysis evaluates the scope-related information, and meetings facilitate the collaboration together and refine these inputs. So the key tools here, as we say, that the expert judgment, the data analysis, and the meetings. Let's go one by one to understand each of these tools with their involvement and usage on defining the scope management plan. So, expert judgment involves consulting professionals with experience in similar project, and their insights ensure the scope management plan is both practical and aligned with the industry standards, for example. Now let's see the importance of data analysis or utilizing data analysis come up or to help us developing the scope management. So data analysis techniques such as document and alternative analysis helps evaluating the available information and explore different options to define and manage the project scope effectively. The last tool here we have is the meeting or the workshop. So meetings provide a platform for stakeholders to collaborate and clarify ambiguities, and ensure that all the scope related inputs and outputs, let's say, are thoroughly discussed and validated. So as we say that the key outputs of the scope management plans, as per the ITTOs, it will produce the, let's say, the primary outputs of this process is the scope management plan document, which serves as the framework for managing the scope. And this document ensures the alignment with the overall project goals and provides clear guidance for the subsequent processes. It will also ensure your alignment with the project goals, which you ensure all of the components are integrated with each other.